Hi, I'm Tim Parry, Senior Content Manager at Multi-Channel Merchant. I'm with Fred Lizza, the CEO at Dydacomp, and we're at IRCE 2013, and we're going to talk a little about some of the issues that are facing e-commerce merchants today. Fred, you just had your user conference this week, also in Chicago. What are your clients' top concerns as we're heading into Holiday 13? What were they telling you they're most concerned about right now?
Sure. First of all, thanks for inviting us here. In terms of our customers, we're the back office people for them. So they're looking at, how do we streamline? Okay, we need to get more orders through more channels with the same or fewer resources. That's what our people are looking at. So, and they dive right into the details. We got to make sure you're supporting all of these different channels, all the sources of our orders, all of the different ways we ship. All of the different payment processing alternatives and so on. So they're looking for us to be that hub, that piece in the middle of all of these feeder systems and these third-party systems that they're working with, all of which play a role in fulfilling an order.
With that in mind, are there new requirements that your customers are asking for with what you're providing that kind of reflects what's changing in the e-commerce world?
Well, certainly in terms of new requirements, they're looking at Market Fairness Act on there. That's a big challenge for a lot of these merchants. And the interesting part there is it's not about taxing internet transactions for them. They're fine with that. Just don't tell me I have to fill out 100 different tax returns for 100 different entities every quarter and figure out all the different rules and stuff. That's what they're worried about, the complexity and the administrative burden on it, as opposed to the actual taxation of transactions themselves. They just want to run their business on there. Give me the rules, let me run my business, and we'll go on there. So that's certainly one thing they're looking at. Last year was kind of the free shipping wars season on there. So what's going to happen this year? How do we best take advantage of that without just taking a pure hit to the bottom line? Tie them in with promotions, with achieving certain thresholds of an order in order to qualify for free shipping. These are type of things that they're concerned about.
Thinking about the free shipping, are merchants starting to look more of that as it's more of a marketing routine, or are they still looking at that? Are they also looking at that as like a bottom line expense?
Well, it's both. I mean, it's how are we competing with the big guys out there? And but they've learned how to use it. Before it was just a pure expense. Okay, what we would have charged for shipping on, now we don't, and so we've got to absorb that somehow. How do we make that up in volume on here? Now they've learned how to use it as a tool. Okay, I have a certain promotion I want to run, or I want to get things in a certain time frame. Maybe I have a slower part of the month, and so now it's a promotional tool on there. So I'm helping to steer sales volume and steer order, and in effect change buyer behavior a little bit using free shipping as an incentive for that. So I've gotten a lot more intelligent about how they use it.
This past holiday season, ship from store was really a big catchphrase when it came to when a merchant the size of Macy's comes out and is singing the praises of ship from store. It seems that it's going to generate a lot of interest. Are you seeing this as something that is here to stay, or a passing fad, or is this something that the smaller merchants have been doing and are now just the bigger merchants are catching on?
I think it's more of a bigger merchant area because they have the store footprint on more of a national scale. Fewer and fewer of our customers have an in-store that they're shipping from, but what they've done is they've taken that same concept and they've applied it to third-party fulfillment and drop shipping type operations. So for example, within our system, one of the things you can do is you can say, ship from the nearest warehouse, which is kind of their equivalent of ship from store. Right? It gives me an ability to, I don't have to maintain that inventory myself. I can use a third-party drop shipper fulfillment house, but I can have a network of them. And so I can still get that very rapid delivery to the customer. So I've got that service element on there without having to duplicate inventory in a centralized warehouse somewhere.
I know your company specializes in the back end of the business, but what about with the front end? Are you seeing a lot more hand in hand of the marketing side working with the fulfillment side and the operations side? A lot more of synergy versus completely separate operations?
We are, especially seeing that, and we've actually been on a campaign as an organization where we're out forming relationships with the organizations that are building the websites, the online e-commerce presence for these merchants, the people that are guiding them with their marketing activities on there. And so they're making sure there's a very tight coupling with, I don't want to run a successful campaign that I can't fulfill. It does more damage than good. So they're looking at the end-to-end process and a very tight coupling between that, the marketing and e-commerce on the front end, and how does that transaction flow all the way through.
Okay. Fred, thank you very much for your time today, and I hope you have a great rest of IRCE 2013.
Thank you, appreciate it.